News since 6 o'clock, right now, tonight, on this 15-minute edition of the WHAS11 night team. GE Appliance Park workers caught in the Trump administration's changing immigration policies.
Under programs that they applied for and went through processes, and all of a sudden it's revoked and they're considered illegal immigrants.
Tonight, we have more on the 148 immigration workers laid off by the Louisville company, why it happened, and GE's response. And then the amazing homecoming surprise for a Louisville middle schooler tonight. After 2 years serving the U.S. Army out west, her dad suddenly appears out of nowhere at tonight's Central football game. It's on the WHAS 11 night team right now. New reporting as we begin tonight here on the WHAS 11 night team. Nearly 150 employees at GE's Appliance Park in Louisville have been laid off as the Trump administration makes a sudden change in their legal immigration status. Hello, everybody, and thank you very much for being with us on this Friday night. I'm Doug Proffitt. The union president for these workers says they're doing what they can to help those members get their jobs back. WHAS 11's night team's Jose Alonso has the story.
Between May and July, 148 GE Appliance Park workers were told they could no longer work in the U.S. due to changes in their immigration status.
A lot of them have sponsors here that they have to have before they even come here. So they're doing things the right way. They're getting a work status, and then just recently we've seen a lot of them have been revoked.
President of the IUE CWA Local 83761, Dino Driscoll, says visa holders are also union members they plan to support.
With the help of state and national AFL-CIO, got us some support with some immigration attorneys, and we've been able to get some people back to work, reclassified on their status.
We reached out to GE Appliances. In a statement, they say, quote, "We worked along with the union to ensure impacted employees understood the situation and any necessary actions to maintain and update work authorizations." Fortunately,
we have an agreement with the company that should they get their work status changed, we can get them back into the orientation process and get them back to work. I think currently we have about 11 that we've returned back to work.
A home within the peaceful farmland of Eminence, Kentucky was supposed to be a new chapter for Jose Gallo.
They got a family together. They don't know what I'm feeling. I'm used to, like coming home from work, have my baby in the door waiting for me, have my wife inside, and now I don't have them anymore.
Gallo, a Honduras native, became a naturalized citizen and United Steelworkers Union member working in Eminence. His then pregnant wife, Carla Medina, came illegally in 2019 but was released. During a January check-in with ICE, a GPS tracker was placed on her.
And she was getting a call once a month all the way to June. She got a text that they want to see her in the office.
With no criminal record, Medina was detained and deported back to Honduras. Their American son, Jose Gabriel, also went with her.
What is it like being a proud Kentuckian or a proud American? I mean, do you feel proud right now?
Not really. Not with everything that's going on. I don't see better life for me. Half of my family is over there back in Honduras, and I'm over here by myself.
Like GE union members, Gallo is getting help from his union's immigration attorney. He hopes his family can soon return and enjoy Kentucky. In Eminence, Jose Alonso, WHAS 11 night team, on your side.
There was also speculation that employees at GE Appliance Park are working overtime to make up for the vacancies. GE Appliances says the only overtime is at plant number 1, and it's due to consumer demand for the laundry products. And they say they always hire additional employees to ensure uninterrupted production capabilities here in Louisville.
We, the jury, fix the punishment of the defendant, Keyshawn Stewart, for the offense of murder at confinement in the penitentiary for life.
Late today, the Jefferson County jury giving the maximum recommended sentence to Keyshawn Stewart. Today, life in prison. They found him guilty of murder, but being mentally ill last night. The FBI says it all started as an attempted carjacking nearly 5 years ago. It ended with one father dead and an off-duty police officer shot. Today, Fred O'Bannon's family in tears after the jury's decision. His mother says she can breathe again.
His death certificate is still in the envelope. I've yet to open it because I didn't want to know. Because felt that if I opened it, it was final. And I knew it wasn't final because we hadn't gotten justice yet.
In those overnight hours, LMPD Sergeant Chris Lane was working off duty in the overnight hours. It happened at the I-264 exit ramp near Dixie Highway, under construction, when Stewart shot him in the face after shooting and killing O'Bannon, a construction worker for Louisville Paving. O'Bannon's family has built an unbreakable bond with Sergeant Lane, the other victim in this case who knew Fred.
I forgive Mr. Stewart for what happened, but he absolutely should be in the penitentiary for the rest of his life, for the sake of the community, for the sake of other law enforcement officers, to ensure that this never happens to anyone else.
Judge Melissa Logan Bellows will make the final call on whether to follow the jury's recommendation of life in prison for Keyshawn Stewart. Her hearing on that is set for December 5th. All new happening today, a second arrest in the death of Rachel Hughes. Shot and killed, her body found near the Shawnee boat ramp earlier this month. Last week, 27-year-old Michael Bullock was arrested, facing murder and robbery charges. New today, a juvenile was arrested in connection with Hughes' death. According to court documents, Bullock was captured on video shooting Hughes and then fleeing in her vehicle. 45 minutes later, Bullock and the juvenile came back to the ramp, where they dragged Hughes' body into a wooded area. The juvenile assisted Bullock with destroying evidence, according to police. The juvenile is charged with stealing $10,000 or more of property, abuse of a corpse, and tampering with physical evidence. And we have some sad news to report to you here tonight. Search teams have recovered the body of a Campbellsville University sophomore who was reported missing in a Texas lake this week. He's on the fishing team. These are new photographs given us tonight by the mother of 21-year-old Peyton Hughes. He was in Hemphill, Texas for a fishing tournament. Peyton was on Campbellsville's kayak bass fishing team. Officials say he was pre-fishing on Toledo Bend Reservoir Wednesday for a Bassmaster kayaking event and didn't return to the launch point after the tournament ended. His kayak, hat, and shoes, however, were found in the water. The sheriff's office says a dive team on a boat found his body in that same area at about 7:15 this morning. The university canceled home sporting events tonight as the small community prays for the Hughes family. The school is about an hour and a half south of Louisville. Police are asking for your help tonight finding a suspect in a double shooting from earlier this month that happened right near downtown Louisville. Police releasing this video and photos today of a potential suspect in the double shooting on 4th Street last week. They say the suspect started the day dressed in all black and then tried to change clothing to avoid being identified. Again, the shooting happened on 4th Street last Monday. 2 men were shot at the 800 Tower. That's the residential complex, which is also near the main public library. They survived their injuries. Anyone who can help detectives is asked to call the anonymous tip line at 574-LMPD. And now brand new here on the night team. It was an emotional but uplifting reunion at the Central High School football game tonight. U.S. Army Sergeant Michael Lamar returning home after serving his country. He's a 2012 Central High School graduate who played football for them, so it was fitting that his middle school daughter Michaela got the surprise of her life at Central tonight. WHAS 11 night team photojournalist Levi Hammer was there for the emotional moments.
It's almost like butterflies almost every single time because yes, I have my big family with me, but she's the oldest, she's my firstborn, and it's really amazing when I get to actually spend time with her. She called earlier and I was sitting in a hotel room and I said I was sitting in a hotel washing clothes and then I had to get on the road later. What she didn't know is I was in a hotel in Radcliffe and was getting on the road to come down here. You got to work it out. Okay, she saw it. Yeah.
When I first came, I was working concessions, so I had no idea none of this was happening. But it was had a little idea of it when she told me to go on the field, because I mean there was nothing on the field for me.
This has been about 11 years since I've been on this field.
Sir, it's an honor to have you out here with us tonight.
It's going to be my first time on the new field, and this is my first time actually in the stadium since they named it after my my old head coach, Scroggins.
Tails, call tails. Here we go. It is ahead. Let's have a good time tonight, fellas.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
He's nice, he's an honest person, and if you ever need advice, you can come to him.
Oh.
I'm glad to be home.
They pulled off a great surprise tonight. Lamar, by the way, served his tour of duty in Fort Carson, Colorado for the past 2 years. He was a Central High School alum from 2012, and he played on the 2009 and 2010 Hornets championship football team. We say welcome home. Well, crazy over country ham and all kinds of ham. Why, one town south of Louisville is holding a Pegasus parade tomorrow and expecting thousands of people to sample famed Kentucky biscuits, and that will include Reed Yaden.
You got it. We're going to head down that way early in the morning for GMK, the Saturday edition. How about the weather? Look at this. No rain this weekend, mild temperatures. How about the money? Show me the money. $474 million. Mega Millions tonight, tomorrow night's Powerball,